The mission of the Edna House is to give women an opportunity to recover in a safe, sober, and supportive environment. And we are serving women who need longer-term care. There's 3 phases in the Edna House. The first phase is where you're in a communal living setting where you cannot isolate, and there are women around you to surround you and tell you on your worst day to keep going. And then you'll see about 25 other volunteers, car fulls of women coming, picking our ladies and taking them to off-site AA meetings. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. The level of volunteerism here is like nothing I have ever seen. Phase 2 of our program is when you're going to go to job skills. And we have a staff member that teaches them how to write a resume, how to show up for work early is on time here, and how to be a good employee. So after a woman is here for 6 months, they do have the opportunity to come into this beautiful brand new residence and education center that we have, which is right next door to the Edna House. We opened June of 2022, and we have 10 long-term sober suites. So we realized that what was needed in the community is longer-term sober living.
I can tell you that in my early 20s, drinking used to be a lot of fun. And as I got older, it was a habit and it was just what I did. And then by the time I was 35 years old, it was an absolute necessity that I drank or did drugs in order to function. And I had managed to hold down jobs and pay bills up until this point, and then I couldn't. And I was fired from 3 jobs in a matter of months. I was in and out of the hospitals, detoxing. I had pancreatitis. The doctors told me I was not going to live to see 40 years old. I put my family in a position to tell me I was no longer welcome in their lives. And where I was living, I was told I wasn't allowed to be there anymore either. And I was absolutely terrified and embarrassed and ashamed. But thank God there's a place like the Edna House. And when I came to the Edna House, the ladies, when they answered the door, they were so friendly, and they gave me hugs and they showed me my bed. This is my bed right here. And I remember at that time, I used to be afraid of everything before I got here. But when I got to the Edna House, I would wake up in the mornings and I would look and I would see that the lights were on, and that meant they didn't shut the electricity off. And I didn't have to check the sink to see that the water was still running, because the water bill was always paid, So that fear of how do I live a sober life and go to work and pay bills, I didn't know how to juggle that before I got to the Edna House. So they took that fear away from me and said, all you have to do is work on getting yourself better, and we'll take care of everything else.
Fleet Response has been so helpful to us in so many different ways. But what I love the most is in July, we had a Christmas in July. We were trying to restock our shelves. And Fleet Response came out like crazy, giving us all kinds of things from all the employees there, and we were so grateful. But Scott sent us an ice cream truck because we would never have been able to afford that. And that meant a lot to me, because a lot of kids get to go to their parents' picnics in the summer and work picnics, and the women here, their children are not doing that, right? So for them to come and see where mom lives and that she's in a safe place and mom's okay, and then they have that special memory of having something fun, and really, I think they're gonna remember it for their entire lives. My vision for the Edna House is that we will be known for 12-step recovery outside of the Cleveland area. People from different states might hear that there's this small place in Cleveland willing to help any woman who needs it. If they get a plane ticket, an alumni will go pick them up at the airport here in Cleveland and bring them here. I love that. I love it. So we just want to help everybody. You don't have to just be from Cleveland to be helped.